as well.
Yeah, people can be rude fuckers as well, but I don't want to be like that old fucking angry at everybody thing. By the way, guys, we are live. Welcome to Pink Sock Podcast, the podcast where we just discuss whatever the fuck's on our mind or whatever topic we decided for that week. Today, we really don't
And it's
have
new
anything.
and it's new T-shirt week as well.
Yes, you got freaking
Oh,
the
yeah.
sheets. I'm actually wearing my
Hi,
enjoy.
everyone.
I'm wearing my Enjoy the Ride shirt and my new pair of bell bottoms that I bought.
Is that
I
a
bought,
Ryan Roxie T-shirt?
No, it is not.
Oh, he's gonna sue you then.
I bought it. I bought it from Walmart.
Oh,
All
this
right.
could be a corn song, you know?
Feeling like a freak in the sheets.
Yeah. See,
I'm just wearing something warm because it's cold here.
It's
you're
fucking,
not gonna get sued. Mike's gonna get sued, and I'm gonna
No.
get sued by corn.
it's fucking cold here too, Naomi, and like I being fashionable's cold, I guess, is what I'm trying to say.
It's muggy here right now, man. It's fucking gross.
It's a bit muggy. So
Okay.
it feels kind of foggy. It looks like my room's foggy, and I swear I don't smoke in my
Yeah.
room, so I don't know why
Wasn't me.
it was you.
Shut
But
up.
Gorak, you wanted to talk about something before I jumped into my random topics. What did you want to bring to the table, Gorak?
Oh yeah, you know how I told you what an essay was? It's like a trendy thing in Australia right now. Well, it has been for a while, but yeah, those cunts are everywhere.
Okay, explain what they are, though. What is it?
Essays, fucking doll bludgers, dude.
Yeah, but they wear that kind of clothes. They use CenturyLink.
You know,
They wear,
yeah, Centrelink is like a government, like unemployment, um, place where, they have to look for jobs
oh, okay.
and stuff, but like the government pays them like every fortnight or some shit, some shit like that.
No, I do have some things to argue with you about, Greg, when it comes to Eshe. Some of these things I personally wouldn't do or wear or whatever. I'm not going to judge people for doing it. I think
Yeah.
I think mullets look kind of weird and stupid, but that's just me. You
A
can
guy
wear-
that I work with has one, and because I'm not a fan of them, I was going to get like a stainless steel bowl and put it over his head and cut around it.
Well, the thing is, Greg, is for certain people, mullets don't look that great. Like for me,
No.
I wouldn't wear a mullet. Some
Me
people,
either.
some people it looks good on, but
Yeah.
if you don't look good with a mullet, do you? But like, I personally wouldn't because I know I wouldn't look good with them.
Like, you reckon I'll look with a mullet? No.
I think you'd look good. Grow your side hairs out, Greg, and a little comb over mullet.
I'll be like the Australian Filipino Hulk Hogan.
Bro, you should grow your hair out, get them dreaded, and get dreads, like a comb over dreads. You
No.
know what? That'd be fucking cool, Greg. You'd rock that shit. You'd fucking rock it.
I'll own that shit.
What else? Fanny packs are cool, dude. Our shop's gonna have a
Well,
fanny
they're
pack.
all in fashion at the moment.
It's kind of, yeah, I guess so.
Bum bags.
I just wear shit like this.
So basically, we have an equivalent of this. I don't know if we'd call them hipsters or what, but there's a lot of people, especially in my area, that do the mullet, but they won't wear fanny packs, but they have the mullet and everything. Which, like I said before, mullets look cool on certain people.
Yeah.
Like, certain people can pull it off. Other people just look like Joe Dirt.
Yeah, I was going to say that. Like, some people can pull it off like Joe Dirt.
Yeah, and I actually met Joe Dirt at a concert. I'm not fucking joking, dude. I'm not.
Like,
I'll find-
David
find-
Spade?
No, it wasn't David Spade. It was a dude. God, I wish. I don't think any of my friends that was with me at the time are listening or follow the podcast. But this dude popped out of nowhere, literally nowhere. Had the Joe Dirt mullet, the fucking facial hair looked just like David Spade from Joe Dirt. He was on some kind of drugs, I assume, because he popped up and he's like, "Jesus, where am I?" And he's like fucking getting carried around and shit. I'm like, dude, either I was high or I met Joe Dirt. I'm not sure which.
I think they have a similar thing in Britain as well to that. It's they're called chavs.
Chavs.
Yeah.
I think we call ours Kyle.
What's it called? Kyle.
Kyle.
Yeah.
what-
Okay. In the United States, we joke about calling like when a female wants to talk to their manager or is like bitchy like that in public, we call them Karens.
I've
yeah.
heard of the Karens,
Yeah.
Well, the male equivalent of a Karen is a Kyle or a Chad. It's a
right.
male when they get mad, they punch holes in drywall, and they're like it's the male equivalent of a Karen.
Yeah.
Because they don't Karen at all, you know. So
They don't
guys,
Karen at all. I like
guys,
that.
before we jump into like my random fucking mind and Grak's random mind, and we meet in the middle somewhere. Wednesday, we are going to be doing a Reacts episode. We are going to be not really React, but we're going to discuss that 90s show. I am very excited because I was a huge fan of that 70s show, and I cannot wait to express how I feel about that 90s show. If you follow me on Facebook, you already know how I feel, but I'm going to be doing, me and Gorak, and if Noami can join us, we're going to be doing an in-depth of how we feel about that 90s show if Noami has seen it.
I've not seen the 90s show yet. I've watched all of the 70s show, and that was brilliant.
There's only like 10 episodes. You can smash it through one day.
Yeah.
Right. I'll try. Yeah.
If you're
only go for 20 minutes each. So
right. Yeah. Same as the
smash it
70s show. Yeah.
But I like the direction where they went with it.
Yeah.
The storyline, everything. I just like how what they. I kind of wish they did that with that 80s show. But,
well, that 80s show is different creators and a different show altogether.
Yeah, we could probably save this for Wednesday.
Yeah.
But I kind of think that what you call it, that they probably, the guys that did that 70s show probably were thinking, well, this was very successful.
Yeah.
8-9 seasons of that 70s show. Let's just leave it off from there, because they didn't know where it was going to go after that.
No, and you got to also remember for that 70s show, towards the end, Eric Foreman was gone because the actor had quit.
But then he was doing Spider-Man at the same time too.
Yeah, he was doing Spider-Man. So Eric Foreman was gone. A lot of the cast was gone around that time, towards the last season of that 70s show. All we really had left was Ashton Kutcher, Mila Kunis, Hyde, Fez, and Leo. Because Leo had just... Tommy Chung got arrested. That's why we can talk about this on the episode too. Tommy Chung got arrested while shooting one of the seasons of that 70s show, and he served time in jail. So they made it so that Leo was missing. And I think the last season or the season before the last, they found him in the woods.
Yeah.
He was lost in the woods, which is kind of the 90s show does that too, kind of an ode to that. But they found him in the woods, and he ended up opening up a record shop, and that's how that 70s show kind of ended.
Yeah. But I like the storyline and direction what they did. The only thing that I find that didn't really make sense, that Kelso had a son when really he had a daughter.
He had both. I heard rumors that 90s show is going to touch on like what happened to his daughter.
Yeah. I hope Sharon Elizabeth makes an appearance in it.
Yeah, the thing that I found interesting, and I'll say this again Wednesday, Eric Foreman still looks fucking 17.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. Makeup, dude, makeup. It's all the fucking makeup and shit, dude.
No, what's his name? What's the actor's name that plays him? Somebody help me.
Topher Grace.
Yeah, he hasn't aged. If you see him without the wig and the makeup, he hasn't really aged.
No, he was in Predators.
Yeah. By the way,
have you seen it?
I have not seen Predators.
No, he was in Predators. He gets his spine ripped out.
Okay, for the American listeners, they will get the joke. I don't know if you two will. I made the joke to Gorak. I don't think he got it. But they need to make a new Predator movie.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, starring Chris Hansen, from How to Catch a Predator. Of him walking around with a little chair, and he's like, "Guys, take a seat."
Yeah,
I think that'd be fucking cool. I don't know.
Predator. It's Jeffrey Dahmer.
Oh my god. Jeffrey Dahmer is overrated. Danny,
I know, but like his story and his fucking murdering is like an urban legend. You know?
True, but like, I'm not making light of what happened by any means. It was all fucked up. It was crazy.
Yeah.
But
you reckon it was like one of the best shows that came out last year?
No. Not the best documentary show that came out because it wasn't factually correct by any means.
Well, no, because they would have had permission.
I think if you want to go with best show that was released last year in like a serial killer documentary kind of sense, it's another Jeffrey Dahmer series that kind of got overlooked because of the Dahmer series. It's called the Dahmer Tapes.
Oh yeah.
It came out.
John Wayne Gacy one's pretty disturbing.
Yeah. John Wayne Gacy and Dahmer actually have a connection in some weird, morbid fucking way. I don't know if you knew that or not.
Yeah. I think it's the second last episode.
Yeah.
Or the third last episode that's when he was sort of like going through the court case. At the beginning of one of those episodes, I think this could be the third last or the second last, how it started off at John Wayne Gacy's house.
Yeah, and the reasoning why is because, and you were probably going to get to this, so I apologize if I'm interrupting, but John Wayne Gacy was getting more publicity around that time than Jeffrey Dahmer was, and Dahmer was kind of jealous.
Yeah,
in some fucked up way.
I kind of like how his dad brought up Ed Gein as well.
Yeah. Well, what is crazy, this is where my mind went. The TV series, his dad told Jeffrey Dahmer that Ed Gein killed all these people and blah, 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 blah. Now, I'm not arguing or disputing the fact that Ed Gein was fucked up. He really was. But he only killed 2 people. Yeah. Like, it was in very graphic fashion, yes. But his father, Dahmer's father, supposedly told him that he killed a bunch of people. No. There was a lot of body parts found throughout his house. That is correct. He was a grave robber.
Yeah.
So, like, they kind of, yeah. But back on the Gacy thing, bro, Dahmer, and this is legit history. Dahmer, I don't know if he did this on purpose, if he knew or what, but he got baptized the same time that Gacy was executed.
Yep.
And it all happened during a full moon.
It's kind of crazy, right?
Yes.
But I thought it was kind of weird how he wanted to become Christian. He just wanted to be good. You know what I mean?
See, what's crazy is like, I'm not defending, I'm not doing any of that shit when I say this. But a lot of those murders could have been possibly prevented if people saw the warning signs and he saw therapy.
Yeah. I reckon if he changed as a human and then, you know, and wasn't doing all of those things, he could have been, you know, maybe a successful fucking accountant, maybe.
Well, the thing is, you never know, though, what is going on. And I'm not defending actions or anything, but you never know what's going on in somebody's head, what crazy shit they're thinking of until they act on them. So it's kind of hard to say they could have done this or they could have done that to prevent it from happening. But
well, apparently it was split personalities from what I've heard.
Yeah, and the dude should have been institutionalized, but
Yeah.
the thing that can't be disputed is the fact that he could have been caught sooner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He could have been caught much sooner, and that is the case with a lot of serial killers, because sadly, and this is me just speaking straight facts from what I've seen. Some of these serial killers, like Jeffrey Dahmer, lived in very like poor neighborhoods, kind of like the ghetto, if you would say that. So if they see this fellow, and this is just how the police force was back then, if you see this Caucasian male in a apartment building, the police force usually does not go after that person due to how racist some of the police forces were at that time. So if they see this male that's Caucasian, they're like, oh, he can't do wrong. So they don't listen to the other tenants. And that's what happened with the case of Dahmer. And that was a lot of the court cases. A lot of the people at that apartment building were claiming that the police force was racist because they weren't listening, because Dahmer was a white man and they were black people that lived there, and they just wouldn't listen because of the color of their skin.
I think it was.
And a lot of people are claiming that due to Dahmer's victims mostly being black males,
and Asians as well.
And Asians, they believed that Dahmer moved there for racist reasons because he knew it was a poor neighborhood, and he would have just flown under the radar.
That first episode was fucking disturbing as shit. How that kid escaped.
Yes.
And then they were calling the cops, and then Dahmer came down to say, "Oh, he's with me," like blah 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 blah, and the cops didn't really care and shit like that. And then all the neighbors trying to warn them.
That was at I forget what nationality he was, but I think he was Asian.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I think he was Filipino or something.
But he was a very sad case because he could have been saved and Dahmer could have been arrested right then and there.
Oh, easy.
The thing is the police even went into his apartment with the kid and they didn't even look around. They didn't do nothing. They just left him there.
No. What about and there was another one as well where that Asian father was getting phone calls
from the police force.
Yeah. And that was fucked up too, man.
You know what's really fucked up about the whole situation too?
Mm.
You know, at the very end of the TV series, it showed that the police force those two guys were reinstated.
Yeah.
They weren't in real life.
Okay.
One of them was, from my understanding, and he became head of the police force. I believe the other one still didn't have a job. At least he wasn't reinstated right away if he was.
Yeah.
But the fact any of them was reinstated after that shit.
Yeah.
It's fucked.
Yeah, it's shocking.
And you know what's crazy is I always joke with people because they will ask me, friends of mine will be like, "You're from Ohio. What's in Ohio?" Well, they mean what is there to do? But me being fucking the sense of humor I have, I'm like, oh, we have serial killers, comedians, and a Rock Hall of Fame. And that's not a lie.
Yeah.
We have two notable serial killers. Well, one of them is alleged serial killer, but two of them that are from this area. One of them isn't from Ohio, but he frequented Ohio. He was from West Virginia, but I'm so close to the border that he's close. These two serial killers didn't start one of them killed one or two people in Ohio, but they didn't become notable serial killers and arrested until they moved. Jeffrey Dahmer was from Ohio.
Yeah.
He killed his first victim, which was a cyclist not far from here. His actual childhood home is still up, as far as I know, not far from here. And Charles Manson.
Okay.
And I have a wild theory about Manson that I think I've mentioned on the show before. Have I, Gorak?
Maybe. I think you have.
Okay, here's my theory, and I didn't think we'd get into serial killers and all that shit, but fuck it, here we are. That's the thing with Pink Sock. I don't even know what the hell we're going to talk about.
Clive Burr performed last night, though.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, no
Yeah,
wonder
that's
everywhere on my street was packed.
Oh, guys.
Yeah.
Before we jump into more of the conversation, I've got some shout outs real quick, if you guys don't mind.
No.
Tonight, I'm going to be on Dabs with Dads at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Go over to their YouTube channel. It's Dabbing with Dads, WIT, I believe, Wit Dads. Go subscribe to them. Tell them Pink Sock sent you. I will be on that show tonight at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Also, check out Royce In The House. Amazing show. I've been meaning to be on there again, but it's every Sunday while I'm at work. So it's kind of hard for me to be there.
Just edit yourself.
Just edit myself.
Yeah.
Just tell Royce what to say.
Just film yourself talking to yourself and then send it to him.
Yeah, and be like, hey, just use this.
Yeah.
That's a good idea, that.
But then that'd be fucking weird.
Well, I was thinking about calling him, like, taking a late lunch and just calling in, like, for 30 minutes. But check out Royce In The House. Rachel's Ghost is another good one. In the Trenches with Ryan Roxie. We need to have him back on. It's been a while.
Yeah, he's got the singer from Scorpions on his show.
Well, the thing with Ryan is I hate reaching out. I know he loves doing the show. I know, like, he's a friend of ours. But I feel bad reaching out now because the dude, Alice, just announced, his boss, Alice, just announced 4 tours this year. 4 solo tours and 1 with Hollywood Vampires. The last thing I want to do is be like, hey, Ryan, you want to come on the show while he's doing his own show still?
Yeah.
I'm like, because if I'm not mistaken, didn't Alice announce he's doing Hollywood Vampires, I think, right now in the
Then he's doing Freaks on Parade with Rob Zombie.
Yeah, but I believe he's doing the Hollywood Vampires tour here soon in the UK.
I can't keep up with any of that, man. It's crazy.
I know there's a Hollywood Vampires tour in Europe in summer.
Okay, it's in the summer.
Yeah.
Well, Alice announced that he's doing, I believe, a solo tour. He's doing the Freaks on Parade with Rob Zombie. He's doing the Motley Crue tour. He's doing the Hollywood Vampires tour. So I believe there's 4 different tours that he's a part of. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude? And, like, I hope I have that much energy at 75 years old. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
I hope so as well.
Like, damn. Like, I love it.
I say nothing just in case if I can't get that type of energy at that age.
Gorak's just happy he wakes up in the morning at that age.
Pretty much been waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning to do this at 75.
Me and Gorak already said on the live on Instagram that me and him's going to be doing this at like 108 years old. We're going to have like an IV drip in a nursing home.
And a couple of Nurofen and shit and fucking shit that's just going to keep me going. And
dude, I gotta say something, and I know it's nothing to make light of, but it's me that I'm talking about, not other people. So I can say this. I have several relatives, and I possibly will end up with, at some point in my life, hopefully not, but there's a chance, of dementia or Alzheimer's. If I end up with either one of those, we are not stopping the show. Let's just see what happens.
It's okay. I'll just keep on reminding you.
No, because by that point, this show was already established. I want to spread, it's more so not to be funny, even though I'll say some funny, weird shit because I don't know what I'm doing, but it's more to spread awareness of what the person's going through so people would understand. And honestly, Pink Sock Podcast, if it goes on for like, well, it will. I'm not going to stop doing this anytime soon, as far as I know. My anxiety tells me I'm going to, but you fuckers don't let me.
No, we won't
until we get cancelled.
Until we get canceled.
Yeah.
But I have a feeling we're going to go on for a while. I think we should become like the Guar of podcasts. Hear me out. If something happens to me and I can't do this anymore, replace
the name.
No, keep the name. Replace my ass. Dude,
no,
like
I'll keep it running.
If I end up going before you two, if something ends up happening to me, in memory of me or in memory of what I've started, I want the show to fucking continue.
I'll do a hologram of you.
Yeah, do a hologram. I love the community we've created, because the fact is this show started off as me and 2 other sweaty ass dudes in a basement bullshitting, and we decided to take it off online, and we kind of lost those two people, but it kind of, the community we built, this podcast isn't me, even though my nickname has become Pink Sock because people know me for doing this, and I'm the only one that's been here since day one. But this podcast isn't just me.
So this podcast is like Kiss. You got 2 original members.
Yeah. Gorak arguably is an original member. Arguably.
Who is?
You. Because you did appear in a lot of the early episodes. You just wasn't an official host at that time.
No, I was just like that. I was just like that casual chick that you always want me to see.
Yeah, you were like my side chick, Gorak. And then like Tony broke up with me and went to college.
Yeah, he cheated on you.
and then me and you.
Then I came into your life and turned it upside down.
See, ladies and men, being the side chick or side dude sometimes leads to good things. You end up on a podcast.
Exactly. You know, sometimes things are meant to be.
We do have an announcement.
As gay as that sounds.
As gay as that sounds. It's not gay. It's two homies hanging out.
Yeah.
We do have an announcement for next Monday, though.
And I freaking reminded you, too.
You did, because I, for some reason, thought it was earlier. I had my days all fucked up. But Eric 13 of Combi Christ, Sex Slaves, and of course his solo band, Eric 13.
Is that Wednesday 13?
No, that's Eric, his long distant cousin.
Is that? I'm pretty sure that's like a. Yeah, I think he was doing. That was the David Bowie thing that he was doing.
Yeah, that was Bowie Church. He also does a. For anybody that's not familiar with Eric, Eric is a friend of ours, and he does a David Bowie cover, which the cover band is fucking incredible.
Yeah, I've seen bits of it. He does. I think he did Ziggy Stardust one time, and it actually sounded pretty cool.
He's almost, when he gets into his Bowie mode, he almost becomes David Bowie. Yeah,
I know, but I like that song about the ex-girlfriend. I want to chainsaw your face.
I want to chainsaw your face.
Yeah, that's a Valentine's Day song too.
That song kind of has like, and I hate comparing bands with other bands, but I do it because it's the best way to explain to other people that aren't familiar. That song kind of has like an early punk rock vibe.
It does.
Like kind of like an Iggy Pop kind of vibe.
Well, yeah. It's got like the 80s, early 90s punk rock. Pop.
Yes, it does. If you guys enjoy this show, though, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Share it to all your friends.
No, don't hit Noami, because when you were saying it, it's got the subscribe button. It's like Naomi's the subscribe button.
Well, here, let me fix this for a minute. Okay, guys, hit that subscribe button.
Now you're pointing it to your friggin' dong, you weirdo.
Yeah, hit that subscribe button, ladies.
Ew.
Speaking of dong, let's get into a serious topic. Have you ever heard of porn bloopers?
No.
I'm not gonna lie, maybe.
There is a such thing. I spoke with a friend of mine recently about it, and I decided to talk about it on this podcast because why the fuck not? We talk about everything else. There is a such thing as porn bloopers.
Yeah, I remember seeing them when I was a young kid.
Oh, young kid, you watched them fucking last night. Don't lie to me.
No, I was watching the MGC Connection, you dick.
Same thing. That's porn too. It's a good.
I've not seen them.
3 dudes in the basement.
MGC Connection, by the way, go check them out. They're fucking awesome too. But no, porn bloopers, bro. Well, I should talk to Noami because Gorak's seen them. It's legit what it is. It's bloopers from porn movies, but like they're fucking hilarious. Like there's this one. It's time for me to get kind of vulgar for a minute. It's this dude. He's like trying to like fulfill his duties so that he can go to work, like so he can go home from work. Because they clock out after after you know what I'm talking about. But he's trying to like clock out on this woman's face, and he's sitting there and he's getting close to the punch card, you know what I mean? and he fucking finishes his shift all over the cameraman's face. He overshoots his shift over the woman's head and hits the
He does
cameraman.
overtime, does he?
Yeah, he got overtime. He ended up.
But no, people don't realize how long those like adult industry shoots go for. They go for a very fucking long time, dude. Because they have to do stills, they have to do everything.
And also,
You know, work on this angle, needs more lighting.
Yeah.
You know,
Of
it could be a loose midget on the list running in the set and shit. Like,
I suppose there's like bloopers just the same with doing any acting, really. Yeah.
But I honestly think adult film actors, women, yeah, it's hard for them too. But actors, I would say that bald guy that's in every adult film, you know, the one that never fixes the plumbing. I forget his name.
this guy?
Yeah, it's you.
Oh, it's you.
I think that guy has a harder job in the acting industry than fucking like any actor in Hollywood because
I reckon I would have to use a lot of stamina pills.
you have to because I mean Mel
Because I've
Gibson.
heard stories about that shit too, like how most male performers would have to use a lot of stamina pills.
They have to, and here's why, Gorak. Because Mel Gibson's been in great movies, but he didn't have to remain in erection the entire time. Like that's what separates the fucking amateurs from the pros, I guess.
Yeah, but then like people would say, you know, the adult industry is where I want to be, but after you have to be on your game to be on those things, I guess, because like maybe after they'll offer you so much money to do these movies for like maybe a couple of months, and then they'll just forget about you and find somebody else.
That's also what's crazy is about that industry too, is like at some jobs you can work double shifts. You know what I mean? At this job, once you finish your shift, you need some time to start your next shift. You know what I mean? So like,
Okay, we're trying to keep this G-rated for anyone that's 16 and under watching this.
Yeah. Just talking about like it's just any other working day.
Yeah, once you're done clocking out all over somebody's face or inside of them or whatever, you have to have some time before you clock into somebody else. You know what I mean?
I need to change. I wish I could change the lighting in here for date night lighting, and we can talk about this.
Do it. But like seriously, the adult industry.
I got like the smart lights on my thing.
The adult industry is a job. So like, I mean, and we got to keep it kind of G-rated because we're on YouTube. But like, back to the bloopers because like any movie, awesome. Like
it's
any
all
movie,
pink.
it's nice. But like any job though, like acting job, there's bloopers. Like I saw this one. It was this guy. He must have been working for a while because he looked kind of tired. But he had this woman on a table because he's working. And he's like all up in his job. Like he's really enjoying his job. And then the table breaks. And they both fall to the ground. And I don't know, because the table was glass. I forgot to mention that. So I don't know if it was like a full Mick Foley moment and there's blood everywhere. I don't know because it ended right there.
Was there a chant in the background? Holy shit. Holy shit.
With God as my witness, she is broken in half.
Yeah. Hulk Hogan just appears. What you gonna do, brother?
Speaking of Hulk Hogan, he does have an adult tape out. That was
I know. Yeah. So does Gene Simmons.
Have you seen it?
What, Gene Simmons?
Hulk Hogan's.
I don't want to see it.
Yes, you do.
No.
Yeah. Bro.
Nice, Robin.
Bro. This man's friend, his member, his Hulkamaniac, if you will. This thing has its own zip code. Like...
This is too early for this shit for me.
Bro, if you watch Hulk Hogan's film, you will understand why that leg drop was so effective. Like,
I bet
that,
he dropped the leg dropped on her, all right.
his third leg would knock you out. That's all I'm saying. But like, I watched part of it because Hulk, I guess, he mentioned his daughter in the sex tape, which I thought was weird. And he said the N-word like a very uncomfortable amount of times.
What? No.
No. The word "no" in porn is very unsettling if it's not that kind of film. But he used the other. He used the racial N-word in his sex tape. Yeah. Neon, no. But he used it.
That's just the code word. I'm just trying to be respectful.
He used it way too many times in for a sex tape. And even for not sex tape, but he used it a very uncomfortable amount of times. And like, I don't know. And before you ask, because I know there's a lot of people with fucked up sense of humor, the woman was white. And it was a really weird sex tape because it was being filmed by the woman's husband.
Oh,
to put
I see how it is.
To put into perspective, Hulk Hogan was fucking his friend Bubba the Love Sponge's wife, and they are swingers. And I think Bubba the Love Sponge released the tape because his radio show.
Wait, what's his name again?
Bubba the Love Sponge. That is his stage name.
It sounded like a long lost child of SpongeBob SquarePants.
I was just thinking that.
Oh no, Bubba the Love Sponge is actually a radio show host, and
that's just a weird name.
Well, here's the thing: his competition was Howard Stern.
Yeah. Okay then.
So he never got as popular as Howard because he tried feuding with Howard. He tried being a shock jock, but he was doing it in a very like dirty kind of way. Like Howard Stern got dirty, but like Bubba the Love Sponge was like pressuring women into shit they weren't comfortable with and like very, very awful shit. But he was friends with Hulk Hogan and he let Hulk pork his wife and he ended up filming it and he illegally distributed it to a porn company and got sued by Hulk Hogan.
Okay.
Which is fucking wild. But yeah, Hulk Hogan has a tape out there. I don't know if it still exists because he sued for it, but it's not as good as Tommy Lee's. I'll tell you that much.
Nothing's better than Tommy Lee's, bro. Have you seen the Pamela Anderson documentary though?
Not yet.
I watched like the first 45 minutes, and she's actually a smart, intelligent woman.
She's a very intelligent individual, and she's also a big animal rights advocate.
Yeah. Did you hear that Tommy Lee's wife was saying shit about Pamela Anderson?
I don't know why, because Tommy Lee...
And then she deleted it, even though Pamela Anderson said some nice things on the documentary about her and Tommy.
It's really weird because like they'll talk shit on Pam, but that was like fucking 20-some years ago.
Oh, no, this one was recently.
I know, but the thing is why talk shit on somebody when you guys... Your history is 20-something years ago. Like, that's not the same fucking person.
But, like, she seems like a really cool, like, down-to-earth person and just wants to live in a normal life, you know what I mean?
We need to have her on this podcast. Well, why not?
Why not Toni Collette?
Bro, though...
Fine.
Before
she's single though.
If I'm not mistaken, didn't Pam Anderson get pregnant during that sex tape?
I don't know.
That would be a really awful conversation with your kid. Where do babies come from? Here, watch this.
Like, your dad was hung as like a horse, but
she's an animal.
One of her marriage only lasted under 24 hours.
Damn.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
No idea.
It was the one. I know she got married to to her bodyguard / competitor or something like that. Apparently, he was married at the time, and apparently she fell in love with him, and then he having an affair with her, and the dude's missus accused Pamela Anderson for breaking up their family.
I'm sorry. Let me interrupt real quick.
Yeah.
There's nothing that pisses me off more than when a woman or a man are in a relationship and their significant other leaves them for somebody else and they blame the other person instead of their former significant other.
Yeah.
Continue, sorry.
But what really happened, he was up there for a trip to like fix a house and stuff like that. And apparently she was flirting with him and then blah, 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 blah. And then he fell for it.
See, that's awful that she did that. I'm not defending her on that regard. But
then the dude's ex-wife called out on her. And that marriage didn't last long either.
No.
Well, the thing is, though, in that situation, she was in the wrong. She knew he was a married man, whatever. But she was single. She was flirting with him. He went along with it. So he's, I don't know. I found a meme for you, Gorak.
Go for it.
How real men empty their fleshlight. That is fucking gross. But
it's just milk.
Yeah, fucking baby milk.
Powdered milk.
It's like fucking, I don't know. I had a friend come into work the other day and they had all their children with them. And me and them have this sense of humor level with one another, so they weren't offended or nothing. But I looked at them and I'm like, I think it's kind of odd. And they're like, what's odd? I'm like, you decided to keep sperm as a pet. That's what keeping children is.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I like it, so I'm going to keep it.
As a wacky scientist, you have like a little lab.
Yeah, like the human body's weird to me. Because like a sperm, an egg creates baby. We all know that. But could you imagine if it was like, I don't know, like explained to you, but you didn't know that's how it was? Like you just learned about how, like that's got to be fucking wild. Be like, oh, how's a baby form? Oh, you're not going to believe this shit. You have these little fucking white worm things in your fucking body that you splooge. Oh, that's an awful way to describe it. That you finish. It goes into a woman and it swims. And there's an egg. You know how expensive eggs are, but anyway, it's an egg.
Not if you fertilize them.
Not if you fertilize them. They're more expensive. It's this little, and then it goes into the egg. But you're not gonna believe this. A little fucking parasite forms in the woman. And it crawls its way out of the vagina in 9 months.
Think of it like planting. Think about it like planting a plant.
Yeah. I think that was how I described it to the kids when they asked. The seed. Yeah.
Yeah, see, me and Naomi should be school teachers.
Is it just me? Or
I've had this conversation with the kids years ago when I got
there
asked
are
about
so many things
where
though
this come from.
There's so many things though that we accept as normal, or like, oh, it happens. That's life. But if you break it down, life's fucking weird.
Yeah. Well, we this kitchen hand that works with us, he's only 17. This happened a couple of weeks ago. I won't mention his name, but anyway, he lost his virginity to this girl for the first time. And
well, I mean, it would be for his first time.
Yeah,
correct?
but he set up like a group Snapchat thing with me and another chef, and then goes, "Oh, I got laid," and they're like, "How was it?" And then it's like, "It was weird," and stuff like that. And then goes, "Yeah," and he said something about how he went down on her and almost gagged or something like that. I didn't reply to it, but the guy told me about it. I kind of pissed myself laughing. And apparently he had a hickey on his neck and his mom kicked him out of the house.
We need to have him on the podcast.
Yeah. And it's so funny. He goes, "Oh, I don't know what to do anymore. Should I block her?"
No, just give it another chance, dude.
Yeah.
No, he blocked her.
Chance.
Oh,
he told me he blocked her. Because his mom thought his mom thought like she was like maybe a prostitute or something like that.
Did he pay?
No. I don't know.
She's not
Like,
a prostitute for him, so that's all that matters.
Yeah, because like, and because he has two moms, so which is
Can
What's
I ask
that?
can I ask you a question real quick? My random mind thought of this, and I'm sorry, Gorak, I keep interrupting you, but why is prostitution illegal here? Not in Australia. You guys are fucking prostitutes and snorting and coke. You guys are fucking the Wild West over there. But prostitution for the longest time has been illegal in most places. However, if you pay that woman, film it, and put it online, it's legal because that's the adult industry.
Well, that's why there are signs up. Don't ask me. I'm just saying. Anyway.
I think that's weird though. Like, oh, you paid a woman to have sex with her. Nope, I filmed it. That's legal now.
It is because it's the private, life.
But in the words of George Carlin, why is something you can give away for free perfectly legal, but if you start selling it, it's illegal? Like selling's legal, having sex is legal. Why isn't selling it legal?
Well, example, Tommy Lee and Pamela Anderson sex tape that got fucking stolen and put on online.
What would you do if you had a sex tape leaked online, Greg?
And I'll be asking for fucking royalties.
Me too. I mean, if you want to watch it, there you go. It's there. You can watch my hairy butthole all day. I don't care. But I want money from
I'll get that edited.
Get it edited?
Yeah.
Make it look like Dwayne The Rock Johnson?
Pretty much.
CGI.
But then if someone wants to steal my tapes, I have to make sure I have to make the background music more interesting though.
I don't think porn
Let me edit it first.
I don't think porn has enough CGI.
Yeah, fuck it. Just make your own, man.
Hear me out, dude. Could you imagine if they did like adult films the way that
I'll get Ken back to freaking edit my movies.
Hey, Connect. Great job.
My thought though is like I don't think adult films have enough CGI. Like they need to like make them like Hollywood films. Hear me out, dude. That'd be fucking awesome. Make
him B graded like the Terrifier and shit.
No. There are B graded adult films. I have watched one recently.
Yeah, they're homemade.
Yeah. You can actually make money.
Bad camera angles.
If you are approved to be on Pornhub, you can actually make a lot of money for homemade films. But anyway, there is actually I think they're B graded Hollywood parody adult films out there. There's one about Edward Scissorhands, where his hands is male parts. They made sequels. They need
Is this on Disney Plus?
No.
Disney X.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if Disney started just popping out fucking adult films?
Well, if they could play MA and R-rated movies.
So it's Edward Scissor Parts instead of Scissor Hands.
It's Edward Penis Hands. That's his name. Edward Penis Hands.
He'll be a good superhero, though.
I guess.
Who would win? Freddy Krueger or him?
That's fucking rough.
Yeah.
Dude, could you imagine Freddy Krueger? He fucking goes into your wet dreams and he has like little peni on his fingertips. Call me Hollywood. Fucking.
Speaking of Hollywood, did you hear that Scream 6 is going to be in 3D?
I'm done with that movie. I'm fucking done with that movie. They got rid of Neve Campbell. It's in fucking Manhattan. Before too long, Ghostface ain't even in it. Like this movie.
Ghostface is in it. He's got a shotgun for God's sake.
He is in it. I'm just saying that they've changed so much shit. They might as well just.
My prediction is that Gail Weathers will be killed next.
You want to hear my prediction?
Sidney Prescott's the killer.
Neve Campbell is in it. It's all a publicity stunt, and she's the killer.
Nah, she's not in it.
I am convinced until I watch that movie Because Hollywood does shit like this for publicity, and then you watch the shit, and it's not what you thought.
Yeah, but she's definitely not in it. She definitely turned down Scream 6. She definitely because
Bro, you can say
that. A lot of David Arquette came out and had his comments on the reason why she won't take part of it, and he was on her side, script on where they were doing with it, and she wasn't happy with the money that we're going to offer her, even though it's her franchise of the movie.
That's what I heard too. I heard she didn't like the fact she was making less than other castmates, but that also makes one wonder though. Let's look at both sides of the coin, because there's two sides to every story. Let's look at it. Maybe she wasn't in as many scenes as everyone else. Maybe she was supposed to be the killer in this movie, and she didn't like that idea because she wasn't going to be actually shown in the entire movie till the end. That could have been a thing.
Yeah. Like, my prediction is that Gail Weathers will get killed off this one. I reckon she will.
Gail Weathers gets killed off in this one.
I reckon.
If they want to really go crazy with this fucking movie and go all out,
that's what they're doing in 3D.
They need to just fucking say to hell with it. And at the very end of the movie, the mask gets removed and it's fucking Officer Dewey or whatever his fucking name is.
Officer Dewey's long lost son.
It's David Arquette, and he faked his death the whole time. That's the only
He faked his own death by having his body cut in half.
No, think about it. They've done that shit with Michael Myers how many times?
Yeah, but he's spiritual. He's like Jesus, but evil.
My man over here starting the Church of Michael Myers.
Yeah, but Mark, we were trying to figure it out.
We're not glossing over that, Gorak. We're not glossing over that. Do you have a fucking picture of Michael Myers like this above your fucking nightstand?
I'm gonna make one. That'd be cool.
Continue what you were saying.
And then you put the light on you.
I still think they need to make another Halloween movie and just have it be.
I hope not. I hope that no more timelines, no more reboots. Just maybe do a TV series.
They need to have it, though, if they do it, at the very end, have Mike Myers be actor Michael Myers dressed up like Austin Powers.
Have you seen that meme?
Yes. And I think that'd be a brilliant fucking movie.
The scene, that part when Jamie Lee Curtis is in the closet and then you see Michael Myers punching the wardrobe. Yeah. And there was like an animation version of that when there's Jamie Lee Curtis hiding and it's Michael Myers' face, from Austin Powers.
I've seen
I'll see if I can find it and I'll pop it up. It's fucking hilarious.
There's actually I forgot what I was going to say. I was about to say something in my brain. I hate how my brain works sometimes. I'll start saying something and then I'll see it leave. And the thought is right there and then just and it leaves. Sometimes it comes back and smacks me in the taint. Gorak, before you finish what you're doing, promote yourself.
I did that last week.
Fine.
I'm fucking with you.
Go ahead.
Go to my allmylinks.com and you'll find links about me and other stuff on there. So, and there's no OnlyFans. Sorry, ladies and moms and grandmoms.
And dudes. Let's be honest.
No.
Check that out too.
Ew, no.
Bro, think about it, though. With OnlyFans, man, it doesn't matter who's looking at it. You're making money.
And I find out you're my top 0.5 subscriber.
I can explain. I'm just trying to help a homie out.
Yeah, giving me all your money.
I'm on a real note, I've thought about making an OnlyFans. I really have. I think the 70s porn star vibe is back in. I'm not sure. But I've thought about it. But then I realized I don't have anybody to make content with. So I'd be on my own on that. Gorak, me and you. Just
OnlyFans, nah, I'm all good, man.
no, not we're not gonna like pound the meat. We're just gonna like pose.
Pose the meat.
Yeah, only pink socks.
Only socks.
Only socks.
Socks, yeah.
I actually want to start my own OnlyFans, but it's not sexual stuff. It's not.
There is a lot of people that are doing that too.
Yeah, OnlyFans was originally,
which is kind of cool though, I think.
In
my opinion,
the fucking OnlyFans was originally created to be like Patreon, but due to the pandemic, and they don't have as much restrictions as the Patreon, a lot of sex workers went there.
Yeah.
Which
I can't find a thing, but
which is not a bad thing. Which is not a bad thing. I just wish people would quit associating it with just the adult industry when there's so many people that want to start one for just exclusive content.
Well, this is the thing as well. Majority of them that do it are doing it for the, to support like, the kids and family and all that shit.
Well, yeah, it's a job. It's work like anything else.
But it's kind of creepy, don't you think, that you're out with your family, with your young kids or family or whatever, and you just see like a bunch of just old wrinkly dudes or whatever, just like, you're that OnlyFans chick that had like a fucking cucumber at your ass or some shit.
My thought is, though, it doesn't matter regardless. Those same people or whatever that you're describing would still view her as in a sexual way because they're just that way. In public, OnlyFans are not.
Yeah.
It just makes it more easier to notice that. But the thing is guys need to stop. Not just guys, girls, everyone needs to stop thinking that just because somebody has an OnlyFans or just because somebody's in the adult industry, they're easy or they're...
Yeah. Well, me and my barber were talking about this before when I was trimming my beard one time. We were talking about it, how, people are purchasing and subscribing stuff to OnlyFans when they know the person that subscribed to the videos or photos or whatever, they have it for life type of thing.
Yeah.
Which is kind of weird, creepy.
Well, like, I'll be honest, I have subscribed to friends' OnlyFans, but I've not been creepy about it. Like, I hate when people do it just because they think, oh, there's a chance. No. These people are doing a fucking job. That's like going to fucking like a restaurant and being like, oh, you want to come home and cook for me? No, they're doing a fucking job. They're on the job right now. They're not. No.
I hate that too, but then I hate when you match with somebody on dating sites when they find out you're a chef. They're like, oh, marry me. Would you cook for me? I'm like, no.
No, like.
Yeah.
I get that a lot. It's annoying. I fucking hate it.
The thing that I find annoying, and this is why I don't do dating apps or anything, is because I will message the person like something that's related to their profile or whatever, try to start a conversation, and that person will just not. They'll read it and they won't reply, or they'll just unmatch. And I'm like, why did you match in the first place if you didn't want to talk to somebody, the person you matched with?
Well, yeah. Well, TikTok is becoming a fucking dating app now.
No, it's not. Just there's creeps that try to make it a dating app, but no.
No, but there are like women like posting shit up saying, I'm going to try this dating app thing on here because like I'm not getting any luck on fucking Tinder and shit. Well, but you're getting as much more creeps on fucking TikTok because it's easy for them to access their fucking profile.
Well, the thing is, though, with any social media platform, and I'm going to probably get hate for this, whatever, any social media platform can be used to find somebody to date.
Yeah.
Like a dating app, like the thing is I don't like when people like add somebody, and I've been guilty of this, adding somebody you find attractive and try to talk to them. Now, that's cool and all, but I hate when people do it and they're aggressive about it. Like, you're a stupid hoe for not replying to me. No, they just don't want to talk to you. Move the fuck on.
Fuck yourself.
Like, I'll message a girl once or twice just to see if they're interested in talking. If they don't reply after reading it, I move the fuck on.
Although I'm always that one person in the comments that would be like the complete opposite on what they commenting though.
I used to be that guy. I used to comment nice lampshade.
Yeah, I do it all the time. Like, I'm not dropping any names, but like, there's a few that I commented. Like, they'll be like, guys, like, oh, you're very hot, sexy, and there I am, and they'll be like a, you know how they do like the TikTok now shit, how they do like the two images. I remember replying to one. It'd be like, you know, people like, oh, stunning and all that, you know, shit. I'd be like, oh, you got nice plants there.
See, I'm weird because it depends on the friend or whatever. Like, sometimes I'll compliment and I'll be flirty. Other times I'll be like, nice lampshade. And then other times I just fuck with people.
When they probably talking about the lampshade, bro.
Yeah. Well,
lampshade.
Well, I love when like women are like.
I wish somebody could comment on my lampshade.
Well, I'll
your comments are very shady.
It's actually nice and pink.
But
it is, like, yeah. It goes with a pink sock theme.
Yeah.
I'll see people on women on TikTok dancing and shit, like sexually and wearing like, and I love it. I love watching. But
thanks, dude.
I will sometimes do a duet or a stitch, and I'll be like, "What color was the whatever?" And I did this one. It was this girl. She was dancing very seductively, and we kind of became friends. We don't really talk much anymore, but we kind of became friends. And I did a video of like, what color were her boobs? I mean, like, what color was her ass? I mean, shit. What color? And that's just the video. It was just me being fucking silly, stupid, and we ended up becoming friends after that because
that's cool.
People don't realize a lot of men and shit that are being horn dogs or lonely or whatever don't realize they're people too. You got to like, if you want to interact with somebody, you got to be funny, quirky, or at least try to have a conversation with them.
Yeah. Well, I had one chick. She must be in her 40s or whatever, maybe. She followed me on TikTok. I found her. It was like one of those random things when you open up your app and it just goes for you type of shit thing.
Uh-huh.
How it goes to like pages you recommend. So I started liking the post, and then she viewed mine and she followed me. She's like, I followed you because you had like you post up like really good stuff compared to other males on here and other people that posted stuff on TikTok, because mainly it's just them with their shirts off, flexing and all that shit.
Dude, I just saw. I'm on somebody's Instagram that recently followed me. She like, we matched on a dating app. I'm just curious, and one of the comments on one of her pictures, going back to what we were talking about, I think it's creepy. The comment is, "I love your skin tone." Like, is that Jeffrey Dahmer?
That's unusual.
Like, are you like
that sounds very Jeffrey Dahmer-ish.
That sounds very like, I'm going to wear you like a hat.
That's creepy as shit, dude. Like, yeah, I like reading comments where like when men comment pictures on females, like, you know, pictures and posts, and they think like, you know, they'll just talk to them like a piece of bait and all that shit. That's just fucking wrong. I don't like that shit. No. That's why I'm like, yeah, if I find someone attractive, then yeah, but like, it's gonna have fun too, man. Be that opposite person.
Yeah, like sexual talk is fine and dandy if that's the mood at the moment, but like for me anymore, it seems like I'll make the first move sometimes, but if they don't seem into it, the woman has to make the first move 9 times out of 10 with me, because that's just the way the world works now.
Yeah, like there was one girl on TikTok too. Like we chat a lot, hit shit like a lot, but like obviously she's married and shit, but we chat a lot. It's odd because like, she likes talking to me because like I have a good sense of humor, and good sense of humor leads to, you know, good, you know, talking relationships and shit. If you don't have a good sense of humor and stuff like that, and you want to get to know somebody, then it's not going to work out.
Yeah, why do you think Pete Davidson's collecting fucking models like goddamn Thanos's Infinity Stones.
A lot of people are upset that he dumped Kim Kardashian for another chick when the other chick was married at the time.
Dude, it's Big Dick Daddy Pete Davidson. The dude.
But yeah, his new girlfriend, I'm pretty sure she was married, correct?
I'm not sure. I don't really follow that kind of shit. I have my own fucking story about that.
People are upset saying that he done a mistake. I'm like, no, he didn't. He did the right thing. He upgraded.
He did what he wanted to do.
Yeah, and you know what's really funny though? He got Kim Kardashian's kids' tattoos off his body removed.
What were they? Temporary tattoos or something?
No, like they were actual tattooed, and Kanye West went off at him.
Damn.
For doing it.
Oh, hey, Gorak. Guess who just announced a tour that I might be seeing?
The Wiggles?
Oh, I wish, but no. Heavier than the Wiggles, a little bit. No, there's nothing. There's nothing.
I think I know who it is. More heavier than the Wiggles. High five.
No. Disturbed.
Oh yeah, I saw that. That's with like Ginger and a few other bands.
Breaking Benjamin.
Yeah, that should be pretty cool.
That's
Although Disturbed going pretty soft in the last couple of albums.
I like Disturbed though. They've always kind of been soft though. That's like, I don't like when people are saying that like Slipknot's not as heavy as they used to be. Bro, you're saying that like Snuff isn't like fucking 20 years old.
Yeah. Well, they were saying that Slipknot dropped a new single, and then people are like, you mean they dropped a new Stone Sour song?
The thing is Slipknot's released softer shit before several times.
But you know what's really funny though? I kind of feel like Jim Root is doesn't really care as much anymore, because like he didn't really take any part of the latest album.
Didn't?
He kind of did, but he wasn't proud of it.
What, is Jim Root even still with Stone Sour?
No, he left a couple of years ago because Corey Taylor wanted to make it into more commercial rock style band, and Jim Root didn't want to do it because Stone Sour wasn't about writing hits and all that, for radio. He left.
I just
makes sense, you know what I mean?
I just read that Stone Sour just announced not too long ago that they're done.
Really?
Yeah.
Like they're gonna break up?
No, in 2020, Corey Taylor made the announcement that he thought that the band has run its course. And the thing is with Stone Sour, though, is at that time when they announced that they were done, they were pretty much a solo band anyway. Corey Taylor was the only consistent member.
Well, Jim Root was all of their albums apart from the last couple of albums that they released. The last album that Jim Root was on, the House of Golden Bones Volume 2.
He was not on Hydrograde, which was the only album they released without him. However, they toured from 2014 until...
So they did break up.
They toured from 2014 until 2020.
So they're on hiatus, apparently.
Yeah, that's what I just said. They're on hiatus, an indefinite hiatus. He announced on The Green Room with Neil Griffith's podcast.
Right.
But from 2014 till 2020, he was the only real constant member anyway.
Well, from what I'm reading on Wikipedia, Corey Taylor was the founding member at 92. And then Jim Root came in 3 years later.
Which is crazy, if I'm not mistaken.
But Joe Ekman was the original drummer, and then Sean came in a year later, in 1993, as the original bassist.
Wasn't Stone Sour a band from 92 until like 93, and then they broke up when Corey Taylor joined Slipknot, and then they reformed in like 95 or some shit?
No, years. Well, from what I'm seeing here, years active is 92 to 97. Then 2000 was like the big comeback with Come Whatever May to 2020.
So who was the original lineup? It was Corey Taylor.
So that Corey Taylor was the original. He's the one that started it first, and then a few years later, he asked Jim Root to come in to be the original guitarist. Then Joe Ackman was the original drummer from 92 to 97 to 2000 to 2006. And in 93, the bassist Sean, can't pronounce his last name, was the original bassist from 93 to 97.
Yeah, but this is why I'm confused though, Gorak.
Yeah.
Corey Taylor formed the band in 92, but there was only two members, the drummer and him.
Yeah, but if you say like the original members would have to be Jim Root, Corey Taylor, Sean, and Joe.
So they went 3 years without a guitarist.
Yeah.
How?
I don't know, but like, see, the very first Stone Sour album didn't come out to 2002, so that's when Josh Wren came in the band in 2000.
They did release a demo in 2001, but other than that, I don't think they did anything.
No. But really, Stone Sour was like the first album that was released. So.
If I'm not mistaken, didn't they release EPs though? Nope, no EPs or nothing. They just fucking raw dog performing it, dude.
Yeah. So there you go. But
they did demos.
Jim Root, you can classify as Jim Root as the OG because he's performed in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 albums.
They did do demos though.
Yeah.
They did 1993 demo, they did a 94 demo, a 96 demo, a 2001 demo, and then they did their debut album.
Oh, and they did it live at Brickton, 2012.
1993 demo is very interesting because at that point they only had like 3 members.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering, did Corey Taylor just play all the guitar riffs until they found a member?
I reckon they did. So they did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 demos.
Damn. I need to listen
The
to
earliest one was in 2011 in the Transformers The Dark Moon album.
So Corey Taylor now just has Slipknot though.
Slipknot and his solo stuff. Apparently he's doing another solo album.
So another Stone Sour album pretty much.
Nah, well, the Corey motherfucking Taylor album.
Yeah, but like we mentioned before, from 2014 until 2020, he was all that Stone Sour had left. So it's pretty much another Stone Sour.
But I don't blame Jim Root for leaving.
I don't either.
Because he didn't want to make it into a radio band. Because Come Whatever May and Audio Secrecy were like the 2 big albums that got them really huge. So.
I read somewhere that Corey Taylor and Clown was going to start a new band, but I didn't hear anything else about that.
Okay. Well, I know the kids are in the same band.
His kid, Corey
Taylor's son's like the vocalist, and I think Clown's son is the guitarist, I think.
Vended is the name of the band?
Yeah.
It is Griffin Taylor. I don't see anything about... Hold on. Griffin, this is according to Blabbermouth. Griffin, who looks a lot like his father, previously showcased his skills when he joined Corey on stage during a Stone Sour show. According to the Pulse of Radio, he also played cover tunes with Sean's son, Simon. So, yeah, Simon and Griffin are in Vended together. So, yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, because I've seen footage of Clown and Corey Taylor on the side stage watching and just headbanging.
No, Vended. I heard Griffin's kind of upset when people say this, but a lot of people are comparing Vended to early Slipknot.
So that's probably something that they love. That's probably something that those members in the band that grew up, you know what I mean? And probably that's what the kids wanted to do, is to start a band and let's do something like what his dad done in the
From
90s.
what I've seen on Instagram, Griffin doesn't like being compared to his father. He wants to have his own legacy.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, yeah.
But people can just be pricks about it. I think it's just jealousy.
I'm like, Vended is similar to Slipknot. Don't hate me for it, but they are similar because he sings like similar to his dad. But it's not that he's mimicking his dad. He's his own style. He's his own person.
Yeah.
His vocal range sounds like his dad in the 90s.
Yeah. But I hope he takes care of his voice better than his dad.
Probably just sounds like his dad because that's his dad.
Yeah, he does a bit. His clean vocals does.
That's like Lennon's kid, John Lennon's kids.
Yeah.
They sound like John Lennon when they sing a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I heard, like, in the latest Slipknot album that came out recently, a lot of people were giving it shit because they reckon it's just another Stone Sour album.
Fuck them people. Like, seriously.
But Jim Root wasn't happy with it. He reckons it was rushed.
My thing is bands change genres all the fucking time.
Although the Grey Chapter was like probably like their best comeback album since Paul and Joey Jordison. I think so.
I think
the one after that was average. It was okay. I wouldn't say it was the best.
I think Slipknot is going to slowly become kind of what Gwar is, in a sense, where there's going to be like only one or two original members by the end of it.
Maybe.
Because it's Clown's band. Let's be honest. It's been Clown's band since day one.
Well, Clown and Joey's band.
Yeah. But Joey's not in it anymore.
Yeah.
So it's now just Clown's band. Corey, yeah, he's the vocalist, but the fact is he's not the original vocalist.
No, but he's been in all... No, he's not, because there was an early Slipknot EP out before Corey Taylor.
Yep. The Slipknot EP we are referring to, what's the name of it?
I can find it.
Was it Mate, Feed, Kill, Repeat?
Yeah.
It featured Anders on vocals, who's the original vocalist of Slipknot.
Yeah, he was only a vocalist for like maybe 2.5, 3 years. And Donnie Steele was the original guitarist.
He was the lead vocalist, and he was in the band from 95 until 97. He also played drums and backing vocals.
And Donnie Steele was the original lead guitarist before Jim Root came in.
Yep, and he also was the bassist from 2011 to 2014, touring only.
Mm-hmm. It's weird, eh?
The original drummer was Greg Cuddles Welts.
Yeah.
And then, of course, you have Chris Finn, who was the drummer from 98 until 2019. I didn't even realize he left.
Chris Finn.
Yeah.
No, didn't Sid Wilson left due to legal?
Sid's still in the band.
Oh, it must be Chris Finn. That's why Tortilla Man joined in.
Chris Finn left. I didn't even realize he was gone, but it makes sense because I haven't seen him at the shows I went to.
You know what was really funny though, when the Grey Chapter was happening, and they didn't want to reveal who was the bassist and the drummer, and apparently the soundcheck guy took a photo of the list of the members, and I had Jane Weiberg and the new bassist, and posted up on social media, and Corey Taylor found out and fired the guy.
If I'm not mistaken, though, doesn't the three current, like the newer members, they don't even have numbers.
Don't think so.
They quit giving members numbers for some reason.
But I really like the drummer for Slipknot, who they have now for the last couple of years, because Joey and Jay Weinberg's drumming skills are totally different.
Uh-huh.
Because Joey's always about blast beats and, you know, playing really fast. When Jay Weinberg, like his dad plays for fucking Bruce Springsteen, for God's sake.
Mm-hmm.
Jay Weinberg's style is, you know, rhythm, but still like sort of like technical a little bit.
He's a punk rock bassist.
Yeah.
Or drummer, I mean. Sorry, punk rock drummer.
It's the same with the drummer for Avenged Sevenfold. What's his name is? The guy that played for like Bad Religion or something like that, I think.
And the thing is,
he didn't know who Avenged Sevenfold was until he joined the band.
well, the crazy thing is about Jay Weinberg is a lot of people are like, well, he's a punk rock drummer, but punk and metal go hand in hand.
Yeah, that fits so well.
That's like Iron Maiden. Their first singer was a punk rock singer.
Yeah.
With Jay, though, he was a drummer before he joined Slipknot. He was a drummer for the band Against Me.
Yeah, he's been in heaps of bands.
And so was Joey.
Yeah, well, yeah, that too. But like, they're two different drummers. That's why if you listen to the albums, it's two different
styles.
The same with Chris Adler and Art Cruz for Lamb of God. Chris Adler is more of a technical drummer, and I think I reckon Art Cruz, the drummer for Lamb of God now, is more of like, you know, thrashy.
Do you know how they found Alex in Slipknot?
No.
He was a guitar tech.
Oh, really?
All right.
He was the lead guitarist for Cry for Silence, but he was also a touring guitar tech for Coheed and Cambria, the Architects, Fight Star, and Mastodon's Brent Hens when he went solo.
Have you seen him unmasked? He's a solid dude, bro.
No, I have not seen him unmasked.
I will see if I can find it for you, because he's like covered in tattoos and shit. But
Michael, I don't know how to pronounce his last name, Tortilla Man.
Yeah.
He was in the alternative rock band Dirty Little Rabbits, which was another band from Iowa featuring Clown Sean. They were actually friends for years before he joined the band.
That's cool.
Which I think is fucking amazing. But guys, we're going to probably cut this off here soon. Is there something you wanted to say, Gorak? I know you had something you wanted to pop up or talk about.
Hang on. I'll put up. Where is it? Where is... No. How do I share again?
What are you sharing?
It's all good. I'll show like this is what the bases look like from Slipknot now.
Damn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Solid dude, man. Look at the size of this.
He kind of reminds me of like Paul Gray in like a size sense.
You reckon his mask looks very familiar?
Kind of. He looks like he belongs in the band Lordy.
Maybe. Guar.
Guar.
But yeah, he's a solid dude, man. I would hate to get him. But he's actually a really nice guy.
I kind of want to see Slipknot, Lordy, Guar, and Mushroomhead tour together with Mudvayne.
I would like to see Mushroomhead and Slipknot tour together.
That was supposedly in the works, but I really don't want to see them tour with Mushroomhead anymore after getting rid of most of their members.
I know they played at the music festival. I didn't go and see them. My friends saw them. They said they were really good.
But guys, go check out Gorak's YouTube, his Instagram channel and all that shit. Gorak_1985. You can check out Noami on Instagram. What is your name on Instagram again, dear?
It's Noami then and underscore and then LJ another underscore.
Okay, you can just check her out on there. Just look up
Yeah.
Noami. How do you pronounce your last name? Jevons?
Yeah, but it's not Jevons on there.
Oh, well, son of a
I
fuck.
always say it, Jevons.
Jevons. You also call freaking, what's his name? Alan Poe Ian or some shit like that?
We're Australians, we're allowed to.
Yeah, it's
It's
on
like-
the Noami.
It's like
way
calling
using
your last name
Instagram.
Usenick, use dick. Like, come on, dude.
I was called used dick many times. And it's
Well, guess what? Okay.
Now, guys, keep in mind, we're going to be doing Pink Sock Reacts this Wednesday at noon Eastern Standard Time. And also, next Monday at noon, don't miss it. We have Eric 13 coming on the podcast. And then
And then we're doing Michael Bolton Sims Valentine's Day.
yeah, we're going to be doing Michael Bolton Saves Valentine's Day, which is...
You need to Photoshop me next to him in bed.
And Pink Sock Reacts this Wednesday as well.
Yeah. That 90 show.
Yeah.
We have a lot of shit coming up. And
Yeah.
we have a guest for the week after Eric 13, but we're not going to give head to ourselves or get ahead of ourselves or whatever they call it. We'll just wait until...
I had my ribs, bro. It's all good. I don't have to give head to myself. That's weird.
They asked Manson if he actually did that, and he said if I could, I would never have left the house. But anyway, I love you guys.
He's the man of that. He's the man of many comebacks of people. It's hilarious.
He is, but he's also a fucked up person with everything going on. But anyway, guys, go check out all of our podcasts we support. It's in the description below, or it's on Noami. I don't know why I'm pointing down. It's in the description.
Naomi has it. Just ask her.
Yeah.
Go check all those shows out, and I'm going to more than likely be on Dabs of Dads tonight. I love you all, and as always, live long, rock hard.
Banana, 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 banana,
Bye.
terracotta, banana, banana, banana,